for today's video, we need to clean out our fridge and freezers. I have a couple freezers that we were having some issues with, and we need to do some stuff with it. I need to change it and kind of clean up some stuff. So it is Monday morning, February 5th, and we need to get this done before I go grocery shopping at the end of the week. And I like to do that before I do that so that I have room in our fridge and freezers. So this is what the inside fridge looks like right now, and we need to clean all of that out. The stuff that is left over, we give to our animals, or some of it will still be used. And then for our freezer in the house, this is what it looks like, and this could probably be cleaned out too. So we're going to be working on that today. We have to just get it ready for the end of the week so we can put the groceries in. Some of the food that's in here, I don't think we are going to be using unless it's stuff like the bologna. Lauren likes to make sandwiches with that. So them are the things that we would still have on hand and keep. But there's some other stuff where I got some spinach earlier this month or in January, and we never used it, and I probably won't be using it, so I'll just give it to the animals, which is good. So all of our stuff might seem like it's going to get wasted, but it does go to our animals. So for me, I feel like it's not being wasted. It's just we are so busy through the month that sometimes we don't have certain meals to use that up with. So that is going to get cleaned out. I have my fridge and freezer out in the garage. That needs to get taken care of too. So this freezer right here is our freezer I put my freezer meals in. And this one has been taken over by things that we need to change around because of our other freezer that went bad. So we have that. And in here, we have all of our leftover foods and stuff that we need to clean up, taken out, and given to the animals. I have a whole chicken in here. I'll probably just give that possibly to the animals, or I'll cut it up in pieces and put that in the freezer and use that for another meal, because that is not bad. Some of this other stuff is bad, and we're just not going to deal with that right now. Okay, so when we clean out the other freezer, we put everything in this freezer chest, so you can see it's all piled up. This is where some of our pig meat is, and we don't really want this on top of there. And we have another freezer over here with the same thing, with stuff piled up. And we need to just organize and get everything back in this other freezer that Lauren cleaned out. And we are going to restock that one so that our freezers that we have out here can be cleared up just for our meat. This freezer that we have right here is all our pig meat, so we don't need to do anything with this freezer. This freezer is the one that's the bad freezer. This one stopped working on us, so we have all this food in here yet that we've been trying to use up. So the temperature in here is still cool enough for us to keep this in here. It's just kind of like a little fridge for right now. So we need to take all of this out of here and put it in a different freezer. So we have to clean this one out. And Lauren ended up cleaning this one out. So now this one is ready for us to put stuff in. I do have to clean some of the doorway stuff. He didn't get to that part, and he wasn't able to really clean that off. So I will come back and do that. But I'm going to have the kids try to rearrange what I already have in the other area and put in this freezer. Now this freezer is our everyday freezer. This is where we put mainly a lot of our food that's like our quick stuff, our veggies, and our fruit. So I'm thinking if I take the fruit and the veggies out of this freezer and put them in that other one, we can organize it a little bit better.
That's good. This is hot sauce.
I've been walking down the street like an alien. They say time will heal, but I don't have patience. You packed your things, now we begin the erasing. All the memories slowly start to fade. days move so slow. I know I gotta go, but I can't get anyway. 'Cause I'm still in love. 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 I don't check my phone, I don't wanna face it. Everything feels wrong and there's no replacing. What we had is gone and it's all too late. And I'm better off, but I can't deal with this aching. The days move so slow. I know I gotta go, but I can't get anyway. 'Cause I'm still in love. I'm still in love.
The fridge part cleaned out right now. I'm gonna clean out the freezer in just a minute. So I took everything off from up on top, and then we have a couple things in here. I still need to fill in some of the stuff, like I have some stuff on the table I need to put back in this area. But I just wanted to show you that everything is cleaned, and now we can, you know, get the groceries and then pack our fridge. I did in the past do a fridge restock thing, but it never stays organized, so I'm not going to share that with you guys, but I just want to share what it looks like before we do that, because once we put the groceries in and then, you know, we live life and stuff, it just gets kind of messy anyways. But that's why I like to take time either at the end of the month or in the beginning of the month to just clean it out. Now on this side, I'm not really worried about cleaning out anything. I just wiped off down here. The creamers and stuff will probably go up on top, but otherwise this is this part is okay. What it looks like after I put everything back in. I did have a comment on if we combined a lot of our stuff in our fridge, like for sauces. I have so many bottles in our fridge because we use them bottles, and then we have one at the end of the table, one at the other end of the table, and that way we don't have to keep passing it. So we do have a couple bottles, sometimes 3 bottles of ketchup going around the table. We have a bunch of salt and pepper that we go around the table, and then like our hot sauces and barbecue sauce, same thing. So whatever we are having that night, we have that many containers going around our table. It just makes sense for us. It doesn't make sense for us to have it all in the fridge though, but that's just how we make it work. All right, so I'm out in the garage fridge, and this is what it looks like after we cleaned everything out. So we just have some pudding in there, and then the kids' yogurt, and we have 1 thing of milk, and then our pig lard that we have back there. We have some salsa, and then just some of my sodas, and that is pretty much it. I do have some butter right there that I need to move. And then as for our freezer, I have all our freezer meals, and everything else is cleaned out of there. So this is good. The fridge is good. I'm going to be going grocery shopping at the end of the week, and now I have all this room that I can fill. And if you guys are new to my channel, we usually try to do a once-a-month grocery haul, and then I'll tie in some extra ones. But I like to have my fridge and freezers cleaned out so that when the month comes up, that I can have a clear area to work with, and then I can start stocking everything back up. So I do this every month, and I make sure that everything is ready for me for groceries. Right, so I had the kids come out and help me. So I have my tomatoes up there that I can use this spring or this fall when I want to make some sauce with that. We have some rhubarb and some fresh cherries that we picked about a year or so ago, so I'm excited that we found them. And then we have all our veggies in that area and some fruit, and then we have pizza right here, we have our fries right here, we have our breakfast stuff. So we have sausage and our waffles there, and on this side we have our hash browns We have our pot pies. This is just something that I got a long time ago, so we'll figure out what I'm going to do with that. And I think this is just a stir fry that I can add to some chicken. And one of my friends ended up giving me a bunch of cheese from some pantry thing, so I have a bunch of that there, but now I have all of this cleaned out. All right, when it comes to this freezer, this is the freezer that is broken and we won't be using this one anymore. So I need to get some of the food items out of here that are still usable, and I think we're gonna pull this freezer out and get this all cleaned out. So I'm probably not gonna clean this out on today's video because this stuff needs to be used up and cleaned out, and I don't have time to do that today. For these other two freezers, the kids came in and took all the fruit and veggies out of here, so now I just have all our meat in here. So we have our chickens that we butcher, and then we have our pigs in here that we butcher, and then we just have some meat that we got from the store. All right, in this one, it's the same thing. So we have all our meat and just odds and ends in this one. This one is kind of random stuff, but mainly a lot of meat. I came out to this freezer, the one that we had everything taken out of it. I put everything in this one, and we got all our fruits and veggies there. We have our pizza and tater tots and stuff in there, and then some of our chicken and stuff. So I don't have it fully organized. And then we have our pot pies and stuff here, some off to the side. So my goal was to get the one freezer chest that was off to the side here taken care of so we could get it out. Lauren's going to be moving our other one back into this space that we have right here. This one was the one that we had problems with keeping a seal on it because we got it as a bent and dent. So we did have a big strap around it to keep it sealed, and now he has this little thing. So now this one is good. And I came over to this one. I defrosted this one. I kind of chipped everything away. I do have some stuff on the bottom though. I have our ice cream and then some waffles and some odds and ends, and I still have a little bit of the frost kind of laying around here. But I have all the shelves now cleaned out, so now that we can put all my groceries in this one. So I told the kids I think we should put all our french fries, tater tots, air fryer stuff that we would use, and everything in this freezer, and waffles, because that's the stuff that we use all the time. The one that I just showed you, that's going to be our fruits, our vegetables, kind of odds and ends freezer stuff. Some stuff from the garden will go in there, like tomatoes, zucchinis. I have some stuff in the door right here. So we got our zucchini and squash up there. But that freezer that I just showed you will have all that in there once I switch everything back around. So this one is going to be for tomorrow for our groceries. So we will put all of that in there. This will be our everyday, like I said, everyday use. And now it is clean. I just have the little bit of ice cream. It's still kind of dripping a little bit just from having the door open so much. But I did clean out most of it. There is still some kind of hanging behind here. But now all of that is cleaned out, which is good because now I can organize this a little bit better. Before we had certain areas, like on the bottom, it was our pizza, and then we would have our waffles, and then we had our fruits and vegetables, and that kind of got overcrowded. So I'm hoping that we can just keep it to our breakfast stuff, our pizzas, our air fryer stuff, all in this freezer. And then the other freezers are going to be all our meat freezers. You guys enjoyed today's video. I finally got all of it done, which is nice because I like to have everything cleared up before I go grocery shopping, because with 10 of us living in the house, things get a little messy. And then with our freezers that we had problems with, so that added on to what we needed to kind of fix and move around. So now that that is all done, sometimes I'll do a snack pantry clean out, and we actually ate a lot of our stuff in our snack pantry, so I don't even really need to do anything with that this month. But it's mainly getting everything else ready for us to do our be able to put our food somewhere else. I do have our little snack caddy here. We are in the beginning of the month, so this is what that looks like. There's still some stuff on here, so I will be putting more in there when we get our groceries, but I like to have everything ready for that, just so when the kids help me, that we can put it all back in order and it just makes sense. So that is what I wanted to share with you guys today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and then I will be having my once a month grocery haul coming out pretty soon. I'm gonna have a little one out before that though, before even this video, just because we are in the beginning of the month and I need to get some odds and end things. Even though we have a lot of meat and food on hand, sometimes we need to tie in some other stuff. So that I will have out too. But otherwise, that is it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys have any comments or questions, leave them in the comment section. That would be great. Otherwise, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.